everybody, it's Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the full moon tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Now, in case you aren't aware, we do have a full moon coming up on the 14th of September. And as you probably know, that around the time of the full moon, there's usually some information that gets brought to our awareness, right? Either some epiphany or some circumstance comes about, some feelings are revealed, and what was once hidden gets brought to the surface. There's always a big reveal, right? So the idea behind this spread is to bring shine a light really in regards to some of the aspects that may come up, some of the subject matters that you may have to deal with around this time, so you're better prepared and you have the information you need in order to really process what it is and how best to move forward. So just to let you know, I will be doing a custom spread using the Wild Unknown Tarot, clarifying with the intuitive as usual. So let's just get stuck into it then. So where are you currently at, Sagittarius? Okay, so you have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're really trying to micromanage all aspects of your life right now. That's what's coming through. Like the first word that came to mind is micromanaging. I feel like you're trying to micromanage so many aspects of your life right now that you may be struggling with that a little bit, but generally I think you probably feel like you're handling it better than you did recently. But you still feel like there's a burden there, there's still weight because you have so many things to take care of. There's a lot of things demanding your time and attention. So right now you're just in that energy of trying to juggle many things at once. See if I can just quickly get something more in relation to that before I do more further clarification later. Okay, so you got the Six of Cups. So I feel like you're really thinking about your aspirations. You're really thinking about what it is that you want to achieve, what you want to nurture into being, right? What you want to manifest into your life further. So that's why I feel like a lot of your time and energy is being taken up currently, because this is really at the forefront of your mind. It's like, what is it do I want from life, right? So that's why there's certain aspects of your life that is taking up so much of your time, and you're just trying to balance everything at the moment, okay? So how are you feeling aside from that? I imagine you're probably feeling a little overwhelmed in some areas, but how else are you feeling generally? Okay, so you got the Six of Cups. And, Six of Cups, sorry. You got the Seven of Cups. I just said the Six of Cups. I was looking at it while I was holding this. You got the Seven of Cups. I'm tired, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that means basically, there's many things you want, right? You're not just trying to manifest and one particular thing. There's many things that you want. There's many things that you're trying to discover about yourself. There's many things that you're trying to learn more about so you can bring it into your life, right? I feel like you're trying to get some information in regards to multiple things in your life so that you can maximize the best outcome, so you can get more of what it is that you want to attain, right? In various different aspects of your life. What else is there going on? Ace of Wands. So this is like what you truly desire. This is your passion. This is everything to you, right? These things that you're trying to manifest, they mean more to you than anything, right? They are at the core of what it is that you want, right? They will help. You feel like if you gain these things, or if you improve these areas of your life, like you are going to be on fire. This is you, right? This is your energy, fire energy. Right, and this is the Ace, so this is at your highest, right? You operating at your highest level. So that's what you're moving towards as well, I feel. I feel like that's what you want, but I feel like you're also moving towards that energy. That's the energy you want to embody. You don't just want to obtain things that will help you get there, but you want to embody that energy yourself, right? That's what I'm getting. Okay, so what about your projections? What it is that you're putting out into the world and communicating with the universe? So you have the Mother of Cups in reverse. So that tells me that you are feeling like you know what you are after in a material sense, right? You know what you want, you know what you're working towards, you know that it's within your grasp, right? You have the means to obtain it. But I feel like on an emotional level you're lacking, right? You feel like you're lacking something, you're not getting that nurturing that you need. Maybe you're not on good terms at the moment, like not just because it says the Mother, right, of Cups, but it could be like you're not having the best communication with your parents at the moment, potentially your mom or your dad or your guardian, or someone that was that kind of figure in your life for you. Maybe you feel like you need their support in this time and you're not getting it. Or it could be that you want more emotional connection with your closest friends. You want to spend more time with them and share with them how you're truly feeling. Or maybe you're looking for that in a romantic sense, right? So take it however it applies, because it can be different. It will be different for different people. But you're just feeling that absence of, emotional connection right now, in some aspect, in some regard. I'm not sure in what sense, but I'm sure we'll get some clarification on that. But it could be any one of those things. So just take it as it applies if it does. Okay. So what about in regards to this reveal then? What can you expect to be revealed to you during the time of this full moon period? Star. Wow. So you're going to, like I said, like you're really, I feel like this is you, right? This is what you want and this is where you're headed. And I feel like this is what you're attracting, right? That by being so laser focused on what it is that you want, by having it so clear in your mind and communicating that constantly with the universe, constantly communicating that with your higher self, you are drawing that towards you. This is coming, right? This wish fulfillment is coming. This ultimate win that you were looking for is coming towards you. We'll have to clarify what that could be, but I just feel like, yeah, like abundance is coming, and it's coming real soon. Okay, so what about in regards to the choice then? What decision will you have to make in regards to this? Because this is like literally coming up. You're going to have what you want, right? So but what is the decision around this? Okay. Right. So you've got the Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands. So you have to make a decision whether you allow your fears or your anxieties, all the things that are holding you back to stop you having this wish fulfillment, or you can go ahead, trust in the process, trust in your intuition and judgment, trust that you know what's best for yourself and that you do want this, and you can have it, okay? But it's literally a courage and fear situation, I feel, with that. I feel like with this, you're terrified of something coming out that may jeopardize this, or you're afraid of screwing it up in some way, right? That you're really worried about this. This is like fear and worry and anxiety and stress, right? This card. With the Four of Wands, this is your desire, your passion, you know, your wants for stability in the most passionate sense, right? So this could be a relationship actually, because this is often associated with like a relationship, a connection coming in on that kind of level. So it could be a relationship, or it could be just wanting to create stability using your passions, right? Using your creative interests, or whatever it is you really want to do in life. This is, being able to create and manifest what it is that you want within the realms of your passions, your interests, your creativity, right? So it could be either or. We'll clarify that further anyway. But this is definitely your fear. This is all the negative emotions, okay? So that's your only hindrance from what I can see at the moment, that could jeopardize this this abundance that's coming in? Is your fear of something coming to light, or something going wrong, or just, it not being what you think it is, or it going just a completely different direction? I don't know. Just in any sense of that. It could be all of those things. It's just fear of things just not being what you hoped, or things not going well. Okay. So in regards to the outcome, you have the Father of Cups in reverse, which is the King of Cups. So you have to be very careful with how you approach this, okay? Because I feel like you have a lot of water here, right? You've got the Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Mother of Cups, okay? A lot of water energy here. So I feel like, and then having this in the outcome, I feel like you're longing for this connection, but you may be, because we've got the Mother and the Father of Cups in reverse. You see this, right? So it could be that there's some blockage here. Maybe it's your fear, that Nine of Swords I just showed you. Maybe it's your fear that's blocking this connection from happening, even though it's right there, right? But I do start to feel like for a lot of you, this is a connection with someone because of that, with this being next to the Ace of Wands and, the Four of Wands, and then this being in your energy and them being a pair, right? Which usually indicates some kind of, whenever we get pairs like this, like say if this was the Emperor and Empress, and the fact that they're mirroring each other like this is very much we're talking soul level connection here. So I feel like your fear may be what's blocking this connection from coming together. Or if it's not a connection, if it is just in relation to your passions, then your fear is what's creating your misery. So you have to be very careful of that, okay? Because it's illusionary, right? It's only because you're afraid of what could go wrong rather than focusing on what can go right, okay? That's how you need to see this, the Nine of Swords. This is what can go wrong. This is your fears. Oh, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen, right? Seeing the worst in it. Very much anxiety. This is like an anxiety card, right? Whereas this is like optimism. This is like, what can go right, looking at the brighter side of things, all the potential, possibilities, seeing the good outcomes that can come out of it, okay? So that's the decision you're going to have to make. You're going to have to change your perspective on it. Otherwise, it's going to make you very unhappy and you're not going to manifest the best possible outcome. Okay, so let's just switch over then so we can do some more clarifications. So yeah, first of all, I just want to know more about this Ace of Wands. Okay, so you recently had to make a decision that was bearing a lot of weight on your mind, okay? Because you felt like there were many ways in which you could go about things to achieve the life that you wanted, but you didn't know necessarily which was the best route to take. You know what you want, but you didn't know how to achieve it, or what was going to be the best option, right? So that was what was kind of also going back and forth in your mind. Do I go this way or do I go that way? Do I make this choice or do I make that choice, right? So it could be that you had to choose, because you've got the water, the Seven of Cups there, it could be that you had to choose between two jobs, if this is like a passion project, something you genuinely love doing. You had to choose between two options, between that and maybe something that was a bit more stable but wouldn't give you the satisfaction. It could be that you had to make a decision between two people, because I do see a connection here. So you probably knew that there was a powerful connection in your life, but you were trying to assess if it was the person you thought it was, or if it was someone else that you also had on your radar or was coming into the picture. It could be either of those, so just take it as it applies. But there was a decision that you had to come to, but I feel like you've made it now. That's why it's in reverse, because you're not torn between these two factors anymore. You've made that decision. You know what you want. You're in that energy now. You're like, I know what I want. I'm going for it, okay? All right then. So what about this Mother of Cups then? Because you're seeking this fulfillment, this emotional fulfillment. Yeah, this is the energy you want to sit in. You want to sit in Sagittarian energy. You want to sit in fire energy, you know, at the top of your game, King of Wands, right? But obviously this is the thing that's making you feel like you're not quite in this energy right now. A lot of things are starting to come together and I feel like you're in a better place overall. But this absence of emotional fulfillment is the only thing that's keeping you out of that, I guess, like Emperor energy, yeah? That's what I feel like with this. That's what's stopping you from feeling like you've got all your bases covered, because with that Mother of Cups in reverse, you're currently not feeling that emotional fulfillment, okay? So it might be that you want support from friend, family member, or it could be that you're looking for a relationship or a connection with someone on a romantic level. Okay, and then I just want to clarify this star. Ooh, flying out. Yeah, so the star is the Six of Cups. That is the very thing that you asked for. The universe is giving you what you asked for. That emotional fulfillment, that joy, that happiness, that connection, you know, that spark, that balanced energy, right? The universe is trying to give you that. But like I said, I think your fear is what's blocking it from really taking place right now. So let's have a look then about this Nine of Swords. I mean, that's very much fear energy, that's anxiety, but let's see if we can clarify what's driving that. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The fear of it not being what you hoped for, the fear of it not coming together in the way you hoped for, the fear of it being taken away from you, that's what I feel. I feel like you're afraid that it will, once you catch it, it will slip through your fingers. That's what I feel like with that. See if we can get anything else. You're really afraid that, I feel like with that, you're like, because you see with the eyes as well, and all of this disgusting decay and stuff, I feel like there's something you're hiding, or there's something, there's some skeleton in your closet that you're keeping a tight lid on, and you're so scared that they're going to see. They're going to see it, or they'll find out, and then that will be the thing that makes them run away. That will be the thing where you actually lose them, right? They find out this thing that you're hiding, or this thing you're afraid of them knowing about you, and they're going to run away. Yeah. Six of Swords, right? That they're just going to lay down their arms and take off. You're so afraid of that, Sagittarius. I can feel it. Why? I mean, in regards to, like, if this is not a person, if it is more of to do with a connection with, like, a family member that you just kind of lost, you're afraid that maybe they found out something about you, and you're afraid that that's why they're keeping their distance right now, because they found out something you didn't want them to know. But you're going to have to communicate with them, I feel, because it's making you unhappy. For some of you, it will be a case of you're trying really hard to obtain this new job or begin this new passion project, but you're afraid that you don't have the full skill set to make it happen, and then they'll realize that and you'll lose the opportunity. But actually, it's more likely that you know, you'll have room to grow, that you'll actually acquire new skills or supporting skills, and that they feel you have what it takes to do the job. So you shouldn't even be worrying on that level. I do understand the worry, but you know, I feel like they see that you have potential and that you do already have some great skills, so they're willing to take that risk and allow you to grow, which is great. That's like perfect. Okay, so what about this Four of Wands? Okay, so you've got the Four of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're ready, basically. Like, if you take this, if you move forward with this opportunity that comes in, that you've asked for, I feel like it's going to do a lot of healing for you. I feel like that abundance that you feel like you don't have emotionally, like this is where you're at right now, I feel like this is going to be healed over time, you know? And that this desire you have to be I don't know, maybe, I mean, it's going to be different for different people. I feel like this will help with your healing, this will help with their healing if it's to do with a person, especially if there's like a family member situation right now. But if you communicate and just be receptive and open to that rather than shutting down from the fear, you'll both be able to heal from that, right? Whatever happened or whatever was communicated. I feel like if this is a relationship or some person that's coming to your life in a romantic sense, then, you know, you will have the opportunity to heal some of those wounds, to close the door on some of those anxieties, and that you'll realize that they're not just coming in because, you know, they see you as someone broken that needs healing and they have that, you know, hero complex or anything like that. But you'll see that actually they're coming in because, you know, you're very much alike in a lot of ways, and that, you know, there'll be a lot of good and a lot of healing that comes naturally from your connection for both of you, okay? So I think that's what you'll come to see, that actually your fears are unfounded because, you know, that emotional stability is coming in. And that it won't be codependent, right? It's not a codependent situation because you're both doing the work on yourselves. So it will just be coming together because, you know, you're enriching each other's lives, which is perfect, right? And I feel like, yeah, if it's just work related, then it's a case of, you know, you don't need to be afraid anymore because you're being given an opportunity to show just how talented you are, how creative you are, how emotionally intelligent you are. So it could be that you're getting into some kind of higher position. It could be at management level, some kind of leadership role that you're taking, and you're afraid that you don't have the experience on that level. So it may be that, oh, you know, what if they don't think I'm going to be good enough? But actually you have all the traits and the skills you need to do an excellent job, so there's no need to worry, okay? And lastly, just quickly clarify this Father of Cups, King of Cups. Okay, so you've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I feel like your fear is blocking your joy right now. That you have so much abundance coming your way and you have support coming in. I feel like that's, you know, there is some partnership or some offer being given, and the universe is the third party in this, you know, bringing it together, but your fear is what's making you miserable, you know. The negative thinking, that's where you need to address, Sagittarius, the negativity that you have right now, because it's hindering your joy in this circumstance, because there is a lot of abundance, a lot of joy on the horizon, but you won't see that if you're locked into fear mentality. You have to let go of this chip on your shoulder, okay? That you're not good enough in some way, or that, oh, I have baggage and they're not going to like that, or, oh, you know, they found something out about me, how are we going to move past this, or, oh, I don't have the skills. Whatever it is, okay, you need to move past that, because this is not how anyone who's involved in this situation feels about it. It's just you. So you need to address that so it doesn't affect the outcome of this situation, okay? So I hope that was helpful. If you found it useful, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It means the world to me. And yeah, I wish you all the best with this situation, but I feel like the only thing that's getting in your way right now is you. So just be aware of that, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to doing your next read.